This is Nkatha Gaming, and today we'd like to give you a tour of our Satisfactory 1.0 production bus line, storage facility, auto sorter extraordinaire. I need to stop shaking it like that. It's probably not great. So this is something that we start producing once we unlock Mark III and the blueprint. We set up basically a nice, really tall as the blueprint will let us um, stack and belt, and we just ship that from where we think our production will start all the way out to here, and we can expand it. You can see we've got production all the way out there, um, and I like to belt it just because it helps me with the math a little bit more. You can put a drone port, a train depot up here if you want to. We have a drone port over here. It's making some diamonds. And we have some of the gases and liquids. We have aluminum solution, and that's coming out all the way over by that big waterfall over there where we're doing aluminum, which is getting shipped in, as well as quartz, um, all those fun things. We have our plastic and rubber, and all that's going to come in here. And we've set up 3 runs of belts for all of the individual items, such as rubber and plastic. And that really just starts right over here with the basic items. We have, it pretty much runs from where you start the game all the way to where you end the game. And it's very convenient. You just open up, grab what you want when you need to until you get dimensional storage, and then you can have it autofill your dimensional storage. Or, if you're doing like a big belt run, then you can go grab the thousands of steel beams or aluminum beams to make all of those belts. And so it pipes in, and then we'll attach it with a splitter, and we'll run it up. Some of the beginning things need 2 of the lifts, and then it'll go in, and we have this stacked, I believe, 10 high at the moment, and it goes in and it fills, and we've set up the lifts with the industrial storage boxes, so it'll pull it out and then put it in underneath, and it'll drop it all the way to the bottom, and you can see we've set that up for pretty much everything, and the belt continues, so you can pull some things after it gets stored as well if you need that storage space for some of the end game items. And then you can see we've got our dump boxes for we have a couple individuals who just like dropping whatever they want in, and it'll export here, and it'll use smart splitters to find what you want. You need to make sure you sort it, and then this needs to be any undefined. By default, it's set to any, and you know that'll just be like one concrete here, one concrete there. So you set it to any undefined, and it'll go through here. The reason why we have 2 stacks, one for the main production and one for the auto sorter, is if we get a stack of something, say we pulled a bunch of concrete to lay foundations out, we're left with thousands of concrete left, and you dump it in the dump box to be auto sorted. If these boxes are full, then your auto sorter breaks, right? Because it stops here as it's trying to offload concrete into here, but it's full. So we gave 10 boxes as well, and these reverse pattern going up. um, and you can see, just dump those, and it'll just auto sort it out in a very nice manner. It goes all the way around, and it will also do. You can set it up to do equipment as well. Um, And you can do nice little production runs. We also have it dumping some excess equipment into dimensional storage, so we always have that to pull from. Same thing. You set up your smart connectors this way. This time it's on the right is the output. Uh, we can also set up programmable splitters for items that we're not going to have a whole bunch for. These dump straight into dimensional storage. Um, that way you don't really have to worry all that much there. Um, but you could do, all the alien stuff, body parts, you can dump in here, and then you can pick it up and convert it into protein later or DNA if you're just throwing everything away. You can also set up little mini production runs. Anytime we get fabric in here, it's going to first dump over to here to make gas filters. We use a bunch of those. Wood then comes over here, gets converted into coal. Hi, Mothra. Uh, and then it outputs gas filters, and that gets filtered and dumped in a box. You can see at the end of the production run, we've set up a little bit of more advanced production. This is making the oscillators, dark matter, into dark crystal, which then goes in and creates the oscillator. All of those get shipped out and gets back on the bus, and then comes back in and gets put in the auto sorter. The really nice, convenient part of this is you can set up nice little production runs of your bits and bobs just straight off the auto sorter. So, if you have something that you need a lot of, a little bit of, you just pull straight from the boxes. We have the radio control units. Those are just pulling everything. We got a whole bunch of spaghetti, but you can see the high speed connectors coming out, going over, and then those either get dumped into their own line, or they'll actually, if they're items that we're not making a ton of, or they get consumed just as soon as they get built, then we'll dump it into the auto sorter. Once these get established and we build them out a little bit more, then they'll usually get their own belt on the system. So you build it here, it wraps around, gets auto sorted, gets dumped into storage, and gets used into the next thing, which is very convenient. And again, that just looks really nice, easy to grab what you want, and it's pretty much rising in technology, because you set it up as you go. Every time you unlock a new tier, another thing, you lay down some more boxes, and you can just go through from there and just keep expanding and expanding. And the more things you unlock and start building, the more you can add it to your system, and it's wonderful. Yay! So thank you very much. Hope you're finding value in everything you're acquiring and building, and let us know what you think about the production bus. If it's something that maybe there's something we can improve upon. Let us know. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. That's going to help us out a ton. And be well.